Peace, beautiful souls. Okay, I'm so excited. We're about to make my moon tea blend. For those of you who don't know, when I say moon, I mean like my menstrual cycle, right? So I've written down the benefits of all the things that I like to use. This time I'm using like 4 new things or 3 new things that I've never used before. Keep in mind, I'm not a certified herbalist, but I am an herbalist at heart, herbalist from the soul, herbalist in my blood. Okay, do your own research. I'm going by my own research and what's been working for me. So I was diagnosed with PCOS, right? Okay, so hold on, let me try to focus. Okay, first I'm going to start with the lemon balm. The lemon balm, I was gonna do a cup, but I don't have a whole cup, so we're doing about half a cup. The lemon balm helps your nervous system support, mood stabilizer, helps ease cramps and PMS, and also helps with anxiety-related irregular cycles, right? Okay, now let's go in order. I'll say the story after I'm done because, all right, we're doing about a cup of Motherwort. Again, I don't have the full cup, but that's okay. Motherwort helps calms cramps, regulates the cycle, supports the heart and womb connection, and great for emotional PMS and stuck blood. And then now we got ashwagandha, same, about a cup. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen, so that helps with, it helps with hormone balance, stress, adrenal fatigue, and low libido if you struggle with that. Okay, now we're gonna go with the Damiana. Where is the Damiana? Oh, it's right here. Okay, Damiana is an Aphrodisiac. Mood lifter, supports, reproductive health. Making a mess. Reproductive health and circulation, and helps for painful and irregular cycles. This one I actually have like the whole cup really. And then we have Muicle, which is also known as Mexican honeysuckle. This is one that is going to be my first time using. Hold on, because I didn't write the measurements. Hold on. So that one's going to be half a cup. I don't have a half cup measuring cup, so we're going to do 2 1/4. So this one helps with, oh shoot, almost dropped it. This one helps with, it supports the blood health, anemia, cycle regulation, and it's traditionally used to purify and restore menstruation. Okay, so half a cup of that one. And when you're using new herbs, it's recommended to try one at a time and do that for like 3 days to 7 days so that you see how it reacts in your body. I don't follow all directions, so I'm just gonna go with what my heart and spirit's telling me, and we'll see from there. But so far the ones that I have used have helped me so much, and the important thing is for you to be consistent with it. You can't drink like 1 cup of tea and be like, it didn't work. That's what I was doing in the beginning, especially when I went to Uganda. They had really strong herbs, and I would wait until I was literally on my cycle in tremendous pain. Of course that wasn't going to work. So, but now I've been taking it more seriously for the past, I would say, year. And I start taking it at least a week before my moon starts. And it's at least 1 cup a day. And when I'm on my moon, about 1 cup a day. But now I'm going to start trying to do at least 1 cup a day throughout the month, really, to see how much it benefits. But I swear to y'all, it's helped so much. Okay, this is also another new one. It's called Estafiate, or silver wormwood. This one is super strong, so it's recommended to use in moderation. So this one we're only going to do 1/4 cup. Did I already say I've never used this one before? I think. Get out. All right, that's good. So this one detoxifies the uterus, stimulates menstruation, and helps with stuck blood or irregular flow. Again, very strong. So the other one, Flor de Manita, this one's also very strong. This is also one that I've never used before, so we're also going to use only 1/4 cup. This one helps again also with stuck blood, irregular painful cycles, energetic cleansing, and letting go of heavy emotions stored in the womb. So this one hits really on a spiritual note, also not just physical, which everything is on a spiritual note too, but this one is like a traditionally used one for that. Supports the heart, uterus, and menstruation. Okay, so I didn't put this already right now. 1/4 cup. So it's called like the hand flower or the hand tree, the Mexican hand tree. Kind of reminds me of like Rose and Star Anise if they had a baby together. Next one, Salvia, which is sage, which this one I have used before. Oh, this is not it. But this one looks a bit different probably because everywhere you go, they usually be looking different. This one, 1/2 cup. All right, this is an interesting guy. Yeah, they use the whole stems and everything. That's probably why it looks so different. I'm used to only seeing like the leaf. Keep in mind there all are different forms of sage. This one I'm taking a big risk because I tried to ask him if he was the specific one. He said yes, but his face kind of looked like he didn't know what the heck I was talking about. But hey, as I said, we're gonna go with what my heart and spirit's telling me, and it's telling me it's okay. But okay, so this is antibacterial, clears energetic and emotional womb imbalances, balances estrogen levels, and it's useful for cleansing after the cycle if you didn't want to put it in your actual moon blend, but afterwards take it. That would be good. All right, now we're gonna go with one of my fave gals, lemongrass. This one I don't typically put inside of my moon blend. I just have it on the side, but she tastes so good, and like, why not, you know? She's anti-inflammatory, so she helps ease bloating and cramping, detoxifying, gently supporting the liver, which balances overall hormones, plus the smell. Her beautiful smell can help you uplift your spirit and when you're in like emotional dips. Also calming, reduces stress, supports emotional balance. She's antibacterial, helpful for overall womb and vaginal health. And yeah, honestly, I was supposed to say lemon balm first, but it's okay, we're already here. So we're gonna use 1 cup of my fave gal. Come on. I cut this myself, by the way. When I buy it, it's like whole. I'm looking at this and I think that I'm gonna need to put it in 2 different jars. Okay, come over here, lemongrass. All right, so now back to lemon balm because I just skipped over her. Where's my lemon balm? Lemon balm, lemon balm. Oh, I did that already. That's why, haha, that was the first one. Okay, now nettle leaf. Nettle leaf about 1 cup, which I don't have a full 1 cup. But I do know where to buy some more. Jeez, so I'm going to probably add that in at a later date. Nettle leaf is high in iron and minerals and supports blood building post bleed, so helps replenish that. It nourishes the womb and reduces inflammation. Make sure you're giving thanks to all these beautiful herbs, especially when you're drinking it. Before you drink the cup, set your intentions of what you're trying to do into the tea. Okay, red raspberry leaf. This one I would typically use 1 cup, but I don't have a full 1 cup, which is okay. Oh, just about. So red raspberry leaf is one of the common ones people know about. So she tones the uterus, supports fertility, eases cramping, and strengthens pelvic muscles, supports a smooth and balanced cycle, and prepares the womb for conception and postpartum healing. So I think that's all of them. And then also, oh my gosh, it's so much, so cute. Also, I usually put ginger root and turmeric root, but that I put separate because I use the straight root, and that usually you have to boil the root with the water. These, like, you boil the water then add them to steep after. But ginger root increases circulation to the pelvis and wombs, and it warms the uterus, which helps ease cramp and nausea and eases bloating and gas. Turmeric It's anti-inflammatory and reduces pain, swelling, and tension, supports liver, helps process and clear excess hormones, and it lightens heavy and painful bleeding over time. Again, over time, keyword, we got to keep on doing this, right? It's an upkeep, not just a one-time thing. And then it supports overall pelvic wellness and hormone detox. Now, if you do have dried turmeric or dried ginger root and not just the fresh fruit, and you could add it to this, and you can use 1/4 to 1/2 cup of each of them. So this is a lot. I know it's gonna last me a long time because the jar is bigger. This is my first one I made without those other new ones that I told you about, and I think it only filled up to like here when I first made it, and it lasts me, you see there's still some. I went through 3 moon cycles with the one that I made from just here. And I usually put about like a tablespoon or a little bit more inside of the pot with basically like 1.5 cups to 2 cups of water. And again, that lasted me like 3 cycles. So now we're gonna mix everything. Oh, I'm just gonna add this in here actually too, because yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys to try it. So now I'll tell my story for those of you who are still here. When I first got my moon, I was about 12 or 13, and they were awful. They lasted about 15 days, so I practically had 2 in 1 month. It was crazy. My bleeding was so heavy. The pain was excruciating. Like, I would have heat waves. I would have to be butt naked or halfway butt naked, and I would be so hot yet so cold, shaking. My nausea was on 10. My cramps were on 1,000 million. It was awful. So I ended up around, I think maybe 15 or 16, getting put on birth control, and I was on birth control until I was about 23 or 24, and that didn't really help much. It shortened the days to about 10 days. So 10 days of a cycle, right? I still had heavy bleeding. I still was cramping really bad. I didn't always have those super, like, I couldn't move cramps, but it was really bad. Like, I think I built a high pain tolerance due to that. I would take like 1,600 milligrams of ibuprofen or aspirin. Eventually that stopped working because, you know, the more you drink that stuff, you get immune to it, right? And that's also awful for your freaking liver and kidneys to be taking so much medication. So anyways, like I said, within this last year, I've been taking the herbs more seriously. I also was told by my doctor that I would be obese, I would never have a flat stomach, that I couldn't have kids, or it'll be really hard for me to have kids. Granted, I haven't really tried having kids, nor have I been like sexually active to even for it to happen by mistake, especially since I've been doing this past year. So either which way, I know that's BS, and I know I'm gonna have babies and I'm gonna be good, right? But I swear to you, this has been so helpful. Now, if there's times where I play it slick and think, oh, I don't need to drink the tea, or I try to wait till last minute, like right before my moon starts, those pains come back. They're still not as intense and not as long. Like, if anything, the first day is painful if I play the games. But if I drink, if I drink it in time, it's either no pain or very minimal, like really manageable, like barely there, light cramping, right? And this is a reminder, we're not supposed to be like debilitated during our moon. We're not supposed to be in a whole bunch of pain. We're not supposed to be bleeding so much, so heavy, so long. We are supposed to be catered to and let to be in our serious divine feminine energy, right? Not meant to be cleaning, cooking, all the things. We're supposed to be resting and creating and internal, like, manifesting, doing all these things, right? Really tapped into our power and just cleansing and shedding whatever we don't need, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But anyways, yeah, right, so. But yeah, that's a bit of like my story. The doctors obviously didn't know what the hell they were talking about, and I believed it at that time too. And then I don't know if I already mentioned, but being on birth control that long is so not good for you. And you know, this is another topic I wanted to talk about. Everything gets worse before it gets better, and sometimes people don't realize how much of a good thing a bad thing is. And I'm saying that because I keep seeing a lot of going around of the doctors taking away the birth control or making birth control illegal and stuff. And a lot of people are upset about it, and I get it, because autonomy, bodily autonomy, right? but it's so harmful to us. They need to ban that shit. We need to go into more natural things. Obviously, you heard in there some of these help with fertility, but there are also herbs that do the opposite effect. Also learning how to track your cycle. Things can happen. At the end of the day, if you're meant to get pregnant, you're going to get pregnant. Everything is already in design, right? That's no shade to those who are trying to prevent it, but what I'm saying is, even on birth control, medicinal birth control, if you're meant to get pregnant, you're going to get pregnant. But my point is, I think it's a beautiful thing what's happening. It's being looked at in a more negative way, and I get it, because it's like they're taking the choice from you. But that shit is poison, bro. And it's very, very harmful in many ways. Many ways. So yeah, but of course the way that they're doing it, the way that they're going about it is they're not telling you the truth. Like, this stuff is harmful, this is why we're stopping it. They're making it in a way that's pissing people off, because that emanates a certain vibration. Oh my gosh, look how much I have. I'm so excited. Okay, we got another jar over yonder. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited though for all this beautiful change that's happening and people learning more about like the natural ways. But this has literally been such a lifesaver for me, and I'm excited to see like me becoming even more consistent with it, how much it's going to change even more. And to the doctor that said the things that you said to me, actually all I can do is laugh, because what the BS, the fear mongering they do to us. Oh my God, do not listen to these people. Please do your own research, try other things. The Western way of medicine is not the only thing. Just because somebody has the title of the doctor does not mean they know what the heck they're talking about. They're telling you what they were taught by a system that wants you to be dependent on them. Okay? Remember that. Alright. I've got my blends here. I'm extremely excited. Hold down now. Oops. I'm so happy right now. Let's see if this... Oh, you can't really see. That's okay. I know what this is for. Alright, either which way, she's so cute. I'm so happy right now. Got my moon blends. This is gonna last me a good amount of time. And I love traveling to different countries, finding like other herbs for these things, so I can like add them to my mixture. Okay, I love you so much. I'm also gonna put the descriptions of what I read either in the caption or like on the screen. Y'all will see when y'all see it. But I'll see you later. Oh, it's not stopping, but happy moon healing. Okay, I think I forgot to mention that my moon's days, the amount of time I have it, also substantially changed from 15 to 10 to now they're about 6 to 7 days, and very, very light bleeding. And like the first 2 days are like the heaviest, but they're normal amount of bloods. They're not heavy at all. And I also I free bleed as much as I can too, because those products poison. And also, what you may not want to hear, you play a big role in your moon cycle also. A lot of this comes from ancestral things as well, sexual traumas within this life, past lives, but it's also how you eat. I did not want to hear that before, and they don't emphasize it. Sometimes they tell you, oh, diet changes, but they don't get into the details. The things that we eat are so important. Eating your favorite processed sugars like cakes, chocolate, freaking coffees, all those sweet ass coffees, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, delicious, right? Very detrimental. Those things play a big role in your body in general, but your moon cycle for real. And cacao chocolate, like high percent cacao, 60, 70 higher percent, so beneficial. Actually does ease the pain. That's where they get that notion of like, oh, women crave chocolate. No, not the chocolate they be selling us, not the mainstream chocolate. But yeah, having to change how I eat with that too. And that doesn't mean you can't never ever have these things, but like, for real, We should be actually fueling and giving our body medicine. Food is medicine, and they say that for a reason. It's no joke. Even eating things like meat, they like to say eat high like beef or red meat, whatever, to replenish that blood. That is dead animal blood. Dead animal blood. Okay, no, please stop. Anyways, and no offense to those who like to eat meat, hey, but I'm just here to be the messenger. I love you. See you later.